right now I'm going to be doing a Q&A. A while ago I asked on my Instagram if you had any questions, just comment them and I'll answer them on a video, so that is what I'm doing. A lot of the questions that you guys asked me I've answered previously in other Q&As, so I will link those. I think there's 2 down below, so if you want to check those out, let's just go ahead and get started on the new questions. So the first question I'm going to answer is by M Powers. If I mispronounced your username, I'm sorry. I'm pretty good at doing that. So you asked what book had the biggest impact on you or in your life, and that is definitely The Book Thief of Marcus Zusak. No surprise there. So the next question is asked by Yvette Elek. I totally said that wrong, I'm so sorry. You asked, what do you usually order at Starbucks or coffee shop? I usually just order either an iced coffee or a hot coffee, and it's gonna probably be vanilla. Sometimes I want cream, sometimes I don't. I usually like my coffee black. I like my coffee like I like my men, stimulating to the brain. I hope that made sense because that actually sounded pretty cool. The next question is asked by Tatiana Elizabeth, and you ask, how did you and McKenna become friends? I don't remember. I know that my mom and her mom were really good friends, and we were born into this. We were born to be best friends. Like, it wasn't a choice. It's like it was fate. We knew each other, or our families knew each other before we were born, so there's that. The next question is asked by Kaylee McCone, and she asked, who is your favorite character in Stranger Things? That is such a hard question, man. There's Dustin, there's Mike, and there's Elle. I don't know. Okay, Luke bugged me a little bit. He was logical and stuff, but I was just like, work as a team, man. But I really enjoyed all of them, but I think my favorite character is Mike because he is the cutest little boy in the world, and I have a crush on him, even though he's like, what, 10, 11, 12 maybe? Yeah, I have a crush on him. The next question is asked by Maria J. Perez, and you asked, what were you like in school? And I'm assuming you're thinking high school. I graduated 2014, and I was homeschooled my senior year. So talking about my favorite years of high school, which were my freshman and sophomore years, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of friends. I thought that I was outgoing, or I still think I'm outgoing. Can you say that about yourself? Yeah, I'm like a people person, so I would assume, yeah, I'm still outgoing, I think. That sounds weird, like, I'm outgoing. Anyway, I loved making people laugh, but also I cared a little too much about what people thought about me. But now I look back on the things that I thought were important in high school are really just trivial, and I wish that I could just, you know, tell myself back then that I didn't have to hang out with somebody if I didn't like them or if I found them mean. And also, sometimes I used to dumb myself down, and God, I wish I could go back and not dumb myself down, because you do not want to do that to make people happy or to make people comfortable or something like that. But, you know, I think I had to go through that time in my life to really put things into perspective and really just find my people in life. But anyway, I hope that answered your question. The question is asked by okay, it's so gonna butcher this. Karana Go Cow. Okay, we're just moving on from that username. Sorry about that. But you asked, are you thinking of getting any more tattoos? And yes, I am. I'm actually getting one next week, but I will show it when I get it. Next question is asked by Alaska Girl 1422, and you asked, what are some of your favorite meals / foods to eat? And this has been like this forever for me, and it is my mom's salad. And I know that sounds kind of like, what, your mom's salad? That's like bunny food. But man, my mom doesn't make just any salad. My mom makes the best salad in the world. Like, ask friend McKenna, my best friend McKenna, she hates salad, but she loves my mom's salad, so she's doing something right. Also, my mom is just the type of person that can just touch something and it's just automatically better. I remember being little and I'd make my bed and it felt like okay, but then she made my bed and it looked the same, but it was just so much more comfortable. My mom just has that love and touch. The next question is asked by Gypsy Weasel. Probably pronounced that wrong too. But you ask, what's your music taste / favorite artist? I don't have a favorite artist, and you can argue that I don't have a music taste either because I like country, and a lot of people don't like country. But I also like a lot of other things. I think the only thing that I don't necessarily like is maybe rap, but I like some rap. I don't really seek music, okay? I'm not, like, obviously I listen to music in the car, but it's not something that I have an ear for, or I go on Spotify and I'm like, oh, I need new music. I kind of just, you know, find a new song maybe once a month and I'll listen to it on repeat for like a couple weeks, and then I start to hate the song, and that's usually how that goes. The next question is asked by Anna OMG, and you asked favorite season or holiday, and definitely my favorite holiday of all time is obviously Halloween, and then it comes Christmas. You also asked, do you believe in astrology? And yes, I do. I believe in it, maybe a little bit too much, because every time I see, I'm that person that like every time I see him like, hey, what's your birthday? So I know you're not a Gemini. I'm kidding, but maybe I'm not. I don't know. But also I'm a Scorpio, and there's a lot of like bad feelings towards Scorpios. Also, my mom, every time I would get in a fight with her or something, she'd be like, well, it doesn't matter because you're just a Scorpio. And I remember when people would ask me what my sign was, I was like, I'm a Scorpio, but I'm born on the cusp. And I had like this stigma attached to my like astrology sign, and I hated telling people it, but now I own it. I love Scorpios, and I love the Scorpios that I meet. We a little bit crazy, but we're cool. Next question is asked by Lacey Elizabeth 93, and you asked, what is your favorite horror movie or movies? And I love The Conjuring 1 and 2. They are such good scary movies. I love Amusement. I love Dead Silence. I love basically all the scary movies, even if they're stupid. I love scary movies so much. And you also asked, do you remember the first scary movie you ever watched? No, I don't, because I grew up with 2 older sisters, and one of them just kind of made me watch a lot of crazy shit when I was little, and I watched a lot of inappropriate stuff, way too scary or inappropriate for me to watch at the age of like 5. I knew way more than I should have at that time. I do remember having McKenna over when we were like 7 or something, and I made her watch Scream, and I think she got in trouble by her mom, but that was a good time. The next question is asked by Just Shut Up Sarah. That's a cool username. And you asked, would you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert? I would consider myself an extrovert. I like to be alone. I like to have alone time. That's definitely a necessity for me, but I also really do enjoy people and talking to people and learning about people. But yeah, I'm more leaning toward extrovert. Next question is asked by Right Side Fire, and you asked, what's your family dynamic? Because I always see the kids on your Snapchat. So I have a Snapchat, and I always Snapchat my niece and nephew because I live with them. So my family dynamic is really crazy. It's kind of confusing. Not really to me, maybe to you. I don't know. Let's talk about it. Currently I'm living with my mom, my dad, my niece and nephew. My mom and dad aren't married, but my dad is sick, so my mom and I help take care of him, and also my niece and nephew's parents aren't in their lives, so me and my mom help, obviously take care of them, and that's been like that since they were basically born. And it's so awful, to really to not be able to have parents, but they're so loved, and I wouldn't want anyone else raising them, and they're the best humans. And I'm gonna cry, but I love them so much. So yes, moving on. And the last question that I will be answering is asked by Not Mango. Your username was pretty easy to pronounce, and you asked, what Hogwarts house are you in? And I just recently took the new Hogwarts house, and I was so scared to take it because I'm so invested in Hufflepuff. I've got so much merch. I'm in real deep with Hufflepuff house, and it turns out I'm a Hufflepuff through and through, and I'm so proud of it. I love Hufflepuff house, so if anyone else is a Hufflepuff pride. I always find it funny that I'm a Scorpio, but I'm a Hufflepuff. It's like contradicting in a way. So that was just a little random Q&A. I feel like hopefully it's not that long, I don't know. But if you have any questions that you want to ask me and I didn't answer, please comment them down below and I will love to answer them. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.